What's up, Marshall? Welcome, welcome. What's going on? Just want to set up my thumbnail. Hang on. Hello. What's up, Blade? Spinno, what's going on, guys? That's done. This looks cool. Hey, Cap, what's going on? You watch Walking Dead at all? I hope so. Alright, guys. What's up, Savage? Alright, guys. Well, welcome. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming in. We're going to talk about The Walking Dead today. What happened in Sunday's episode and the trailer for next week's. So just playing Farming Simulator. See, you were on. So I say, what's going on? What's going on, Blade? You're just here for the cats? Oh, you're a friend of me. It's all cool. It's all cool. I'm glad you guys stopped in. I'm gonna wait. Maybe look like in a few seconds, see who else comes in before I start. But like I said, we're gonna be doing talking about the last episode 9 of The Walking Dead, and we're gonna do talk about the trailer for next week, this upcoming episode. B, can I get it modded? Had to get a whole new iPhone Plus. I forgot what I used. Yeah, sure. Hang on, Savage. There you go. Yeah, the trailer. You want to see the trailer for next week? This upcoming episode of Sunday. We're gonna talk about that also. Wow, I've been here for a few minutes and there's 8 people here. That is awesome. Thank you guys so much. That is so cool. Cool, you guys to come in. I gotta write down notes because I'm an old man. Your stream looks much cooler than mine. Now I don't know why you watch me. Listen, Kaplan, I told you about this. If you want to do the Q&As, download the Playroom and you can make these little posters and banners, and you talk to everybody like this. It's cool. What's up, Sega CD? Carl. Welcome. Yeah. Thank you for coming in. I don't know. Do you watch Walking Dead, Sega? Do you watch it? Is my son crying about Carl? I'm sure he is. He was thinking the same way I was, thinking that they were gonna leave him alone. But could you or would you have committed suicide? Hang on, that was a long one. Could you or would you have committed suicide instead of letting a family member giving mercy? Getting your PS4 soon? Cool. Take it easy, Blade. Thank you for stopping in. Alright, so we have 9 people here. We're gonna thanks, bro. Nah. I don't. I stopped after season 1 or 2. Alright. Well, we'll get into this. You're welcome, Sega. What was it? I know, like all my predictions from last week were pretty much wrong. So all the rumors ended up being true, as we see. As we saw. If you were here last week. By any means, I am not a fan of Carl by any means, but I don't think they should have. I don't think they should have had him go out that way. What game? I don't know, Derek. My day was good, Savage. I don't think they should let Carl go out getting bit, in my opinion, as being like a season 1 character. They shouldn't have did it that way. They should have made him probably go out within a fight, like a fight scene, or like maybe even Simon even killing him off or something. They should have did it. They should have did it differently, in my opinion. They definitely should have did it differently. I think it's a very weak way of going out in the show now for anybody that's still in the show. Like even season 201, you predicted Carl's death coming. Well, here's the thing. I mean, he honestly, pretty much, he's 18 years old, and they probably most likely said, no, let's get rid of him before he asks for more money because now he's an adult, right? And with that, now they're also having problems re-signing Maggie to her role. So it's like, okay, now so you might be losing. You just lost Carl, and now next season you might not have Maggie in it. So it's like, okay, what's going to happen next? If the ratings keep dropping the way it does, most likely I see maybe another 2 more seasons. That's pretty much going to be it, I think. I think 2 more seasons and then the show will probably end. I can't see them going past season 10. He was done with it in 6-7 years of filming, yeah. Smash that like button now. With that, I do have questions for you guys too, besides just me ranting, so you guys can get involved with this too. Also, Morgan, hey Tilly, I don't know if you just saw what I said about Carl, but if you didn't, rewind it fast and come back. I just watched the Wreck-It Ralph 2 trailer. Does that count? No, it doesn't. That's nothing to do with next week's episode. But yeah, if you want to start Wreck-It Ralph 2, we could do another another kind of playroom if you want. Yeah, like I said, I was not a fan of him, as everybody knows. I was not a fan. I was not a fan of him. But I did honestly feel bad for the characters around him, like, you know, that lost him. His sister, you know, Rick, Michonne, you know, all of them. They were really upset that he was, you know, he got bit, and it actually made me feel like my human side, like, oh man, I kind of feel bad he's going to be here no more, you know. But I wasn't a fan of him. I wasn't a fan of him at all. But you know, him that was probably a really big death scene. Really was a really big death scene. Like I didn't even see it coming. I didn't think they would have the balls to kill him off. He bawled like a baby. See you later, Cap. Thank you for stopping in. I am a fan of Wreck-It Ralph, but this is the Let's Talk Dead show here, not the Wreck-It Ralph show. You're welcome, Cap. You should give Kaplan moderation for stream. I already did. Cap has a mod for the stream already. She has the wrench. With that, let's move a little past Carl. Morgan losing it. It's nice seeing Morgan get back to like that whole badass character he used to be, but that scene where he ripped that guy's guts out, that scene was so cool. Oh my god. I know a lot of people thought like, oh my god, that was so messed up, but I thought that was the coolest scene in the whole show. Hey Canadian Mac, I really thought that was the coolest scene in the whole show when he ripped out those people's guts. Oh my god, that was so cool. I don't know what you guys thought, but I thought that was sick. But I think they're making him like really lose it, because we all know he's going to Fear the Walking Dead, so most likely he's losing it, and at the end of the season he'll probably end up like just leaving, saying he has to find his human side again, and he just take a break and just probably end up going alone like he did before. I got a feeling he's gonna be one of those characters that are gonna come and go with the show. Like he might be going on next season and come back the season after. I can see that. Rip your spleen out. Yeah, he was. Oh my god, he was so. That was such a badass scene with him. Honestly, it was. It was such a badass scene. It really was a badass scene. Curious on what? It's in Carl's letters to all of his friends and family. You kind of see what's in Carl's letters. I thought those visions were the future of like 2 years after the war. Those scenes were actually Carl's visions. So Carl visioned his father waking up like that, or what it could have been like if Carl lived, and Carl walking in the background saying, let's play hooky. The part where Negan sees Carl, and Negan's all being nice, and they're all working together. That's Carl's letters. That's what Carl wants. Carl doesn't want no more bloodshed. He's telling his father, you need to stop the bloodshed and do what you did in Woodbury and bring everybody together again. You got to stop it. Do you think Negan dies or Rick spares him? I was actually getting into that. That's a really good question. I think Rick is going to spare Negan. That cell that Morgan built, I think that's made for Negan. They're going to end up, he's going to put Negan in there to show Negan, I was right this whole time. I was right, you were wrong, and you're going to live to see that I was right. In other words, that's what he much is going to do. His whole thing with Carl dying that way, Rick's going to have like remorse, and probably a lot of the saviors are probably going to end up going with Alexandria or the Hilltop. So they all work together. They might even stay at the factory making this stuff. This way, they all work together as like a community. You know, this way they could work together as communities to survive. Like what I'm hoping to see, I'm hoping like Daryl takes over the factory, the sanctuary, and like he's the one in charge of making sure everybody's doing the work. And that's why they finally give him some kind of storyline. He should be in charge of something. He is just as popular as Rick, and he should be a leader of some kind of community. He shouldn't be, Rick's sidekick. That's done. He needs to do his own thing. The whole thing with Daryl, he needs to do his own thing. So that's my thing on that. But again, Morgan losing it was crazy. And that's another. I think they also from last year's trailer, they did show Negan as like a coach or something. I don't think we got to that yet, but they need to show Negan's past. Is there when he's needed? Yeah, that has to stop. The Daryl's always there when he's needed. Needs to stop. The guys are so popular. They need to give him something. They need to give him something. He's the most popular guy in the show. If you're not gonna give him a story or give him something, what's the point of him being there? Just to be eye candy for the girls? I'd rather see him in a story plot. And I'm not even a fan of Daryl, but I'd rather see him in a story plot. With that, with Carl dying, obviously, and everything going on, most likely Henry, the little kid that killed Gavin, he is probably going to take over Carl's spot in the show. Class actor, yes, class actor. Henry's probably going to take over Carl's spot in the show. Like how Carl, pretty much, the badass kid, that's going to be probably Henry going to take over that spot. And hopefully they do a better job with Henry than they did with Carl being a badass. Because Carl should have been a badass right at the start. Being grown up into that world and having his father the way he was, he should have been a badass character within like season 3 or 4, not season 7 or 6. It should have been a lot sooner. Especially with his mom leaving him alone all the time. The mother that never watched her son, he should be a little bit more badass. Aw, shit. What's up, Twisted? Welcome, man. Appreciate you coming in. We're going to try to do this show every week. King, MFR Cozy, I'll call time. Yeah, we all know. We just got done talking about that. With that, I have a question for you guys. If you guys could pick three people to bring back to the show, if you could rewrite it, who would you bring back? What 3 characters would you have not killed off in the show that you were left alone? Thank you, King. I appreciate it, man. Thank you. Chilling, pimping, digging it. That's enough. Cool. Yeah. I dig it. I like doing this. This is fun. I like doing this. I like doing this, and I like doing randomness. I wish I had my sidekick with me, Wookie or Portly, if they watched the show. It'd be pretty cool having them on with me doing this. But I know Wookie don't watch it. Slaps Twisted and kicks Cozy shins. You think Rick's a coma and dream? I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't think they're gonna make it a dream and him waking up from a dream like in a coma. They already what's his name said he wouldn't do that. Kirkman said he didn't want to end it like that. Herschel, Glenn, and Shane. Shane because he was the perfect anti-hero and kind of a bad shakedown. Yeah, that's not bad. I like that. Glenn, Shane, and Herschel. That's not a bad one. Bring back the Tiger. All right, well, you want the Tiger back. What about who else? You got 2 more to pick. You could rewrite it. Who is the 3 characters you wouldn't want dead? You already have Shiva. So who are the other 2? You got 2 more. Love to hear. I'm gonna tell you guys who I want. Give you guys a few minutes. Cozy Wayland. That's who you want back in the Walking Dead? I don't think Cozy and Wayland were in the Walking Dead, but I'm sure if they were, it'd be pretty cool. Found Z Nation a little bit. I actually watched Z Nation. I didn't like it. I wasn't a fan. The acting kind of was kind of mediocre, and I wasn't a fan of Z Nation. Glenn. All right, that's 2. Sleggy. What's the next one? You got 1 more to bring back. A lot of people would pick Glenn. Glenn was a cool character. Yeah, a lot of people didn't get into The Walking Dead, but it's all good. All in UK. Fucking love The Walking. All UK love The Walking Dead. Well, I can tell you now, Angry Wookie doesn't like The Walking Dead show. He likes the comic books. Z Nation is funny, but it's dragged on. I never got into it. I know the guy from Lost was in it. Who are you scratching? I know the guy from Lost was in it. I never really got into the whole Z Nation. I watched a few episodes on Netflix. I just couldn't get into it. All right, guys, come on. 13 people here. I know Slegman has 1 more to bring back. He got 2. Who else? Who'd you guys bring back from Walking Dead? That's already gone. I'll let you know my 3. What do you want? You're just chilling, huh? Very quiet. Ursel? Walking Dead is the best? Yeah, Walking Dead is awesome. My favorite show. I would say Walking Dead, her and the coffin, can't remember her. I think she moved on. Yeah, she moved on to Star Trek. That was Sasha. So yours would be Shiva, Glenn, and Sasha to bring back. Daryl's brother. Yeah, he was cool. I liked Merle. Merle was a cool character. My three is not far from what Twisted wanted. My 3 is actually Shane, Abraham, and Herschel. I like those 3. I would bring you're lagging on my end. Am I lagging on anyone else's end? I mean, pretty much everything should be. I'm hooked up to my my Wi-Fi, my FiOS. I would bring back them like Twisted said. Shane was like the anti-hero. I liked Shane's character a lot. Abraham just for the jokes, his one-liners and some of the things, he was saying. And Herschel, because Herschel's human side, and that kind of like a nice blend. But I get it, Merle was like that. There was so many cool characters that were there. I don't know what is going on with Maggie. So far I haven't heard anything. I just know they're negotiating her contract still because she wants more money to play the part, because she's already on another show. They already got her another show, and now she wants to play the match or make more than what she's making the other show. Oh yeah, she went out like a boss. You're so right about that. Sasha did go out like a boss. The way she did the diversion for everybody was awesome. That was the way to go out. That really was a way to go out. I also liked her brother Tyrese. Tyrese was really cool too. Damn straight. Yeah, she went out like a boss. Yeah, Tyrese was another cool guy. I thought Tyrese was gonna die that part when he was surrounded by the zombies and like he was like all like hurt and stuff and like upset about everything. But then you saw him walk through the woods. He must have took out like 20 zombies by himself. It was awesome. What was the 2 girls that would use the walkers to hide from the other walker? 2 girls. I don't know about 2 girls, but I know Michonne did that. Michonne had 2 walkers behind her so she could blend in. That for me was awful. I wouldn't say it was awful. I do like how they slowed it down from the action, and built up a story with Carl and everything going on around them. But I wouldn't say it was an awful premiere. It definitely wasn't probably the best premiere, but it wasn't an awful premiere. I think a lot of people don't like it because of what happened with Carl. And I get it. The main character, a lot of people liked him. I think that's definitely going to hurt the show more than make it better. But I guess there's only time to tell how it's going to go on. With that being said, guys, with him being that's an awful premiere. Let's see. If we could rewrite 2 little girls that Carol's pissed. Those are the sisters. Oh, that's what you're talking about. Those are the sisters. They weren't used. They were playing. Well, one was playing with the walkers. You're glad he's dead. I'm glad. I'm actually. I'm not. I don't mind. I didn't care if he lived and died. I wasn't a fan of him. Yeah, it tells you how much I know about the Walking Dead. I'm not like happy he's gone. I mean, my part of me is like, all right, it's not that big a deal to me because I wasn't a fan of him. What's up, blood? What's going on, man? Welcome on my disasters to the Let's Talk Dead. I wasn't like oh my god, he's dead for this party, but it didn't hurt my feelings. Like honestly, a few deaths bothered me, and I would say Carl tried to be too noble. I don't know about too noble. There is a sense that I think part of him is right with that. I wouldn't trust all the saviors, but there are probably some, like even Jesus said, there's some that are not bad people, and you just got to figure out which ones are those people. It's not hard to figure out which ones are bad and which ones are all right, to trust. Can I tell you some great news? Sure, tell me some great news. What do you got? Spill it out. Great news. Love great news. Like I said, I wasn't a fan of him, but I was actually more upset, I think, for the characters, around him, like his father, his sister, Michonne, all everybody, the characters that really cared about him, that saw him go. Even the part when he took a picture with his sister, so she would remember him, have like a memory of him. That kind of, I was like, oh wow, kind of like bothered me a little bit. Wasn't Carl the little boy in the beginning? Yes, Carl was. He was like 8 years old when it started, something like that, 11, something like that. He was very young when the show first started. 10, 11 years old, something like that. I'm 43 people away from having one. Oh, nice! Congrats, blood. You deserve it, buddy. When I saw that Negan in the future sequence, I was like, hell no, Rick needs to kill him. They're not gonna. I don't think they're gonna kill him. Like I said, I think Rick's gonna make an example of him to show that he was right. I think even Negan could possibly even redeem himself from the whole Glenn and Abraham killing. We'll see what happens though. I think, my opinion, I think Simon's gonna be the big villain kill at the end. That's just my opinion on what they're gonna do with that. Like I personally didn't like the way Carl died. If you guys could rewrite it and pick a good death for Carl, what would you have him? What would it be? Like if you had to rewrite it, like this show sucks. Thank you, Game Time. Well, thank you, pretty much appreciate it. If you could pick a way to rewrite the way Carl dies, what would it be? Well, how would you rewrite it? Well, blood, if you didn't watch it, Carl is, since there's gonna be spoilers, Carl is dead. Carl died in the show. Now you're one step closer. Thank you, Tilly. Yeah, Blood's a good guy. One way you would rewrite Carl, if you could rewrite how Carl died, how would you rewrite it? Because I know what I would do. Even Negan knows when he was talking. Even Negan knows when he was talking to the priest in the trailer that it doesn't have to be this way or killing her, but he's already what? Negan shoots him. I'm waiting for you to finish that sentence there, bud. Reread it. Tilly said Negan kill him. That would have been when I know what you mean. Like when Carl said, "Well, just kill me and that's it. Leave everybody else alone." That would have been a better. I think a better way of him going out. Definitely would have been a better way. Definitely would have been a better way. Well, Rick didn't build a jail cell, but Morgan did. But I know what you're saying. chose to be that way. Negan didn't choose to be this way. I think Negan made it this way to say this way people would fear him, and this way people will fall in line. So I think what's ended up happening is Rick's going to show him that you don't need to be that way. My way works also, and you got two different people with two different opinions on how to run things. So that's why I think they'll lock Negan up, and his punishment will be you're going to be locked up, and you're going to see my way works, and we're going to watch us, survive without killing one person to make an example of people. I agree with you. I think it's BS the way he went out. Hey, KP, check the new guidelines for YouTube, bro. There's a bunch of new stuff you can't do anymore. I don't even know how to check the guidelines. What can't you do anymore? I guess send me a message on PlayStation, because I don't know even know where to even look at the guidelines. I agree. It was BS the way he went out. My opinion, I think, would have been a better ending. I think he should have went out like fighting. That would, in my opinion, be a better thing. Watching him go out, with like a bang, fighting, and maybe like someone like Simon takes him out. Simon kills him. This way, it gives that big death scene to Simon. At the end. I think that would have been a better way of doing it instead of having him go out like a little bitch getting bit. That was bad. that was a bad ending to it. That really was. That was horrible. That was really horrible. Anyone see the trailer for the next episode? Anyone watch the trailer? The trailer was pretty cool, seeing how what's gonna, the teaser, how what's gonna happen next episode. Episode 10. That show tries to pull your heartstrings. You can't use the words sub, and you can't advertise other people's channel to help them out. Just a few. Oh, so in other words, how my Nightbot's like giving shout outs, I can't do that no more. You're not seeing it, Sluggy? Well, what's gonna happen if you get caught doing that? They're gonna fine you? Not gonna be monetized? Because I really don't care if I'm monetized or not. I'm not here to get monetized. If I get monetized, I get monetized. If I don't, I don't. I'm here to, hang out with you guys, pretty much. I don't really care about getting monetized. It on YouTube. I has to catch the second rerun at 11:15. Well, if you haven't seen the trailer, there's a part of the trailer that shows Negan having a problem with Simon. Of how, because I think what happened with Oceanside, I think that was a lot to do with Simon killing all the males, and I think Negan's telling him we can't do that again. We gotta really get back to the basics. Since the what is that, scavengers are kept double crossing everything, take out one of the people and just take out one, follow the rules. Yes, the trailer is on YouTube. I actually watched it on YouTube because it got cut off on my DVR. Hang on, yeah, I just don't want your channel taken down, bro, because you're my friend. All right, so if that's the case, when's this going to affect this whole new rules? Yeah, all right, I'll see you in a minute. But I'm just curious. Do you think, since I just told you what pretty much happened with the whole Simon thing, let's see, what I got written down. It's so hard to remember. Since he's not having a problem with Negan and not listening, you think he's gonna have a problem with this, in the end? Like, well, maybe Negan be the one takes him out, or is it gonna be Rick takes him out? Him not following, what Negan says. What do you guys think? I'll have to watch it. Yeah, the trailer was pretty cool. I mean, you guys haven't watched it, we don't have to talk about it. What time this week is coming on? What time is coming on? The trailer? The trailer, you could actually just YouTube it. You go YouTube Walking Dead season 8 episode 10 trailer. But I said we don't even talk. We can talk about what you guys want to talk about. We can talk about the trailer. We still got another half hour to just BS and whatever you guys want to talk about. It already has come into effect. I have to use another for sub, like support or whatever. You just can't see that word. Well, what about how my Nightbot is set up? Is that gonna be an issue of having, hey, go check out this person's channel? Because I'm not saying sub. I'm not using the word sub. The show. What are you talking about? Hang on. Go back. What time? Oh, they mean the Walking Dead show? That's gonna air Sunday at 9 o'clock. Well, my time. 9 p.m. So that's what, 7 p.m. your time? I'm pretty sure. I mean, what else can we talk about? If you haven't got, obviously most of you haven't seen the trailer yet, so what else is there we could just BS about to happen in the show? Like I said, we got on the call subject. Talked about Maggie for a little bit. Morgan. Message from Reinhardt. Hang on, guys. What's up, Kelly? What's going on? I'm liking Psycho Morgan. I'm actually liking that also, to be honest with you. The whole Psycho Morgan thing is awesome. I love seeing him back to how his like original self. Looks nice. Who's next? You see Rick is going to kill him. The suffering he's caused. He has to go. I think that the thing is, I think Rick is saying that too much to Negan. You know, I'm going to kill you. I'm going to kill you. It's just not going to happen. It's too obvious. It's too obvious. Okay, the premiere came on at like 6:40 and I don't know. Boo. I don't know. That's maybe I know we're on different time zones, Tilly. So I know it's 9 p.m. for me, and like you're like, I think you're like 2 hours behind me. So it's like 7 p.m. for you. I slightly died. How'd you just slightly die? Is it because of... Did I miss something on your channel? Because I wasn't... I charged the phone, but I didn't go back. No, a second. This has to be the 20th episode where the episode started with Rick's face looking broken. Rick's face always looks broken for some reason. YouTube killed my stream. YouTube killed your stream? Was that because of the singing, maybe? The copyrighted, maybe? I don't know. I'm not too sure how that works with the singing. I know if you're singing songs and it might be copyrighted, even though you're not hearing the music. But hey, gotta go. Sorry, I can't stay. Yeah, no problem, man. Thank you. I appreciate you coming by. You know, just hanging out for a little bit. You know, it's cool. It's cool. It could have. That's what it could have been. Someone could have reported it if that came in and saw you singing, and YouTube, one of the person from YouTube probably looked at it and said, "Oh, can't be doing this." I love showing Americans Rick's real voice. Has no one, I couldn't get over that when I first heard his voice. I was like, what the hell? How does he sound like that? What's going on? How does he do it? They're like, it's like, wow, he could sit there and change his voice like that. There's a few actors that do that actually. Even Morgan's from the UK also, and his voice doesn't sound how it sounds in the show. So I thought he's Australian. No, Rick is from the UK. Rick is from the UK, I think. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I could be wrong, but I know Morgan's from the United Kingdom also. So I heard his voice. I'm like, oh wow. There's a few of them that are like that. You're saying it was that good? He sounded like the song. No, she does. She has a good voice. But back on topic. Yeah, they they are a few of them that had that voice from the show. It's cool. It's cool knowing that they could do that. Yeah, I was like, wow, with the voice. Yeah, I was shocked because you think he has that like cool like, I don't know, like Clint Eastwood kind of way of voice, you know, and then you hear him talk and it's like, oh wow, what happened? You got freaked out when you heard his real voice? Yeah, my wife doesn't like his real voice. She hates his real voice, so she does. She does not like his real voice. But yeah, Maggie's fed up with this shit, hence why she sent that dick back in the back. Yes, she is not gonna tolerate the bullying. Maggie is not gonna. I'm glad you brought that up. So like, I totally forgot about it. Maggie is not gonna tolerate the bullying anymore. I think that whole him going with Simon saying, you know, that's Simon's people apparently that she has captive. That's not gonna. I don't think they're gonna go to Hilltop until like the end of the season, this season, because I think that's how it's all gonna end at Hilltop. It's definitely all gonna end at Hilltop. You speak French? I can only speak two languages: English and bad English. Only languages I can speak. French is your first language, then English. That's cool. That's cool. That is really cool. A lot of people say English is a hard language to learn, but I can't even imagine learning. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know English. Yes, it's gonna be a standoff at Hilltop. That's how it's gonna end. I think it's gonna be a standoff at Hilltop, definitely. Definitely gonna be a standoff at Hilltop. It's gonna end, and I'm hoping this just. I thought the coolest scene, like, I want to see them go at it again. I want to see Rick and Negan go at it again. That was such a cool scene. They need to fight again. They need a fight scene. Go to one. Why not go to one Pine Hill Valley? Back to the Future. I can speak 4 different languages. Wow, that's awesome. Sweaty socks. What's going on? I never seen you in my stream before. I've heard of you and never seen you in my stream before. Welcome. Welcome. Do you ever shut the fuck up? No, never. I never do. never do, Sweaty. Oh, that fella was like, come on, Rick, kick his ass. It was such a cool scene. It really was. That whole fight scene with him and seeing Rick finally stand up for himself was such an awesome scene. I'm hoping they do that again at the end of the episode, at the end of the season. They need to show another fights in between the both of them. Do you know me? No, I don't know you. Shouldn't Maggie be close to popping? She probably I don't know. Probably it's been like maybe 3 months after Glenn's death. Possibly right now. I don't think she probably has another 6 more to go, but she should be at least showing like a belly by now at least. I know this is your first time here. I've heard of you. I've seen you other people's streams. I've heard of you. You like trolling the playroom. I've heard of you. Thank you for coming in. It means I must be getting pretty big if you're here. How long till I get banned? Depends on what you say. I'm gonna turn invisible. Hola, hola. Sanyam, welcome. Even Maggie kicking the fuck out of him. For Glenn at the Rick. Yeah, that would be cool. I wouldn't mind seeing Maggie go at him. I wouldn't. I think that's gonna be a thing. If they keep Negan alive, it's gonna be a thing with Maggie. It's definitely gonna be a thing with Maggie. Definitely is. We're gonna have to see how that's gonna play out. If Rick ends up keeping him alive, it's gonna be definitely be a butting head thing. Why does he want to get? Sweaty Socks is a troll of the playroom. If you don't, a lot of people know him. He comes into playrooms. I'm not that big of a person in the playroom yet to see him, but now I'm finally seeing him. He gets banned in everybody's playroom for a bit. Morgan's gonna go AWOL. I already said that in the beginning. I think Morgan losing it is the build up to how he's gonna leave the show, so he could go to Fear the Walking Dead, because everybody knows he's gonna be crossing over the Fear, and he's gonna go on Fear. So what's probably gonna end up happening is that's why he's losing it, and he's probably gonna say, you know, I gotta find who I used to be, and I need to do it by myself, and he's gonna go off on his own. And probably come back like not next season but the season after, or we might see him 4 seasons later, who knows. Okay, so I'm gonna turn into Tulin Donkey. Okay, I am the Walking Dead. But yeah, that's a good one. Maggie is definitely gonna be an issue with Maggie keeping Negan alive. She's gonna want her revenge. Definitely, she's gonna want her revenge. So I see that, you know. Two-limb donkey. Oh, there you are. You're a two-limb donkey. That's what you meant. You're gonna turn into a two-limb donkey. How many accounts you got, Sweaty? I must be doing something right then in my streams because you're here. Something must be right. It's Twisted Sense. Oh, it's Twisted Sense. Carl should have stayed in the house like Laurie told him. That's the thing. I know a lot of people want to talk about Carl, but it's just like it's going to be probably a topic for a very long time. I have a feeling. I have enough. I'm going to be popping in and out. Okay, cool. Appreciate it. Enough to get me by. Maggie is a boss ass bitch. Maggie is definitely a badass character. They can't find a way to bring her back next season. That's gonna definitely be a big hit. It's definitely gonna be a big hit on them. I can't picture it without Maggie being in the show. Cheers, dude. It's cool you stay, Sweaty. I'm not gonna ban you unless you say something really messed up. I appreciate it, man. I appreciate you subbing. I do. Thanks. What else? Anything else you guys wanna hit before we leave? Carl should have said, "Chop my head off." Gone with yes. That's exactly how they should have had him go out. It shouldn't have been a bite. We're gonna be harping on this for a very long time. That was a bitch way of going out. None of those characters that's like Rick getting bit right now. It's like, okay, what'd you just do? Always love Maggie and Carol. Even the king's a really cool character. You don't really troll anymore. That's good to know. Always love Maggie and Carol. Yeah, Carol's another badass character. They need to start doing more with her. Also, I have a feeling that she's gonna end up with Ezekiel. That's just my opinion. I can see that happening. Her and Ezekiel, because I think Ezekiel has a little thing for her. I trolled hard 6 months ago. Yeah, Paco comes in here and trolls sometimes. Sometimes I see Paco come in and he trolls. Paco likes trolling me and saying outrageous stuff. I could back on the subject though. I definitely that would have been a badass way for Carl to go out and being going out guns blazing and getting, you know. Oh yeah, Paco is a cool guy. Paco's one of my buddies. Yeah, they're losing. They are close. I mean, like I said, if they can't bring Maggie back, it's gonna decline. And the views and the ratings are already declining in the show. So like I said, I maybe give it, if it still heads this way, like 2 more seasons. Like if season 9 doesn't go back up, there's gonna be it's probably gonna end up ending season 10. Why are you not in the maid outfit? The maid outfit was a rumor made by Twisted and Epi Dragon. It's not gonna happen. You guys really, he did it for a joke, and you guys really like took it like 160 miles per hour drag racing. French Maid's not happening. There's 21 people in here, then 20 people would not be a 0 views. Me in a French Maid outfit, nobody want to see it. It'd be an ugly sight. When Daryl's gone, I'll lose his shit and dark. What do you mean when Daryl's gone? From the trailer, do you think Oceanside will join? Oceanside is, I discussed this like I think it was last week or 2 weeks ago. Oceanside is a tricky thing, because it looks like they might be pissed at the fact that you know, they gave them all the weapons and they haven't finished it yet. Love The Walking Dead, but there's a huge problem with, though. I'll explain. Okay. Do you like True Detective season 1 of the best series? True Detective. I never seen that. Never seen True Detective. welcome Retro and Mark Chopper. You guys must be new. I haven't seen you guys here before. Welcome. Thank you for stopping in. Why is there no episode showing how the virus was spread? Well, that's the thing. That's what I thought. I thought Fear the Walking Dead was gonna be showing how everything started, and that's what bothered me about Fear. It never went into it of how it actually happened, so I stopped watching Fear for a little bit, and then when Fear got like a little bit better, I was like, oh, maybe I'll continue watching it. But I was hoping Fear the Walking Dead would go into how it started. They don't even bring it up anymore in the show. It's like, so yeah, we're so far in that it's not even a topic anymore. How everything is like the way it is. It's not even an issue. Like no one really cares how it started. They just care that they're in it. Theories. I hate to say it. I like the Breaking Bad theory. I like the Breaking Bad that his blue meth created the virus, and that when someone died having that, they turned into the zombie. Turned into a walker. So I kind of like that theory, in my opinion. I imagine it started with the patient 0. Fear's alright. Like, I like it. Yeah, Fear's alright. I stopped watching Fear season 2 because how much it was like season 2 of The Walking Dead with the farm. But it was just too similar, I think. And then when it started going its own way again, I was like, okay, let me check it out. I recommend it. It would. Hang on. I can't see. I'm going blind. Hang on. I recommend it. Woody Harrelson, Matthew McConaughey, great. Like a Zombieland come into like Walking Dead. That would be pretty cool. Chemical attack, chemtrail attack. I don't know. That's like, I guess the chemical thing would just be like what's that movie? It was one of the zombies movies, like Day of the Dead or something like that. It was one of those. They had the chemicals, and that's how it started. So it's a Fear of the Walking Dead. Yeah, you gotta really I say give it a chance, because it's not a bad show. Like it's just not that bad of a show. You know, I give it a shot. Tilly, I would go back to it and rewatch it, because this past season actually was really good on Fear the Walking Dead. It wasn't bad. Heard too many The Walking Dead spoilers over the years to get into it. There's a lot of spoilers because there's a comic book, and the comic book is like the guideline to it, so that's why people think what's going to happen. But there's a lot of people that also somehow, the spoilers come out and see what's going to happen. That's Return of the Living Dead, the chemicals. I knew it was one of those, Days of the Dead. There's so many friggin' Return of the Living Dead. There's so many friggin' dead movies. It's like, how do they keep track? No, with the chemicals, yeah. So it's not airborne. I don't. It has to. Obviously, it has to be airborne if you're gonna get. You're gonna turn if you die. You're obviously breathing something in. But how it started, I don't know. I really don't care too much how it started anymore. I'm more into like the characters now and the dead just like around them, because they had their chance to explain it, and obviously then they're never gonna tell us how it started. Unfortunately, they're never gonna go, oh, how did it start? They're never gonna do it. They're never gonna get into that. But it has to be airborne. Something had to make it, and something had to advance it to how it spread so fast, so quickly. Remember, Deers in the Wood. Hang on. I don't know why it's so hard to read in that screen when there's so many things. Remember, deers in the woods, they breed too. Yeah, some reason it doesn't affect the animals. It's just affecting the humans. It'd be cool seeing like a dog or something as a dead thing. Yeah, stronger female characters. Fear the Walking Dead. Bless Nick. I'm not a fan of Nick. A lot of people like Nick. I'm not a fan of Nick and Fear. I like actually. I forget the names. I like the Spanish guy, and the African American. I like. Those are my favorite characters in Fear the Walking Dead. I'm not a big fan of anyone else but them. I don't know. They just, and no one else just annoys the hell out of me. The mother, the daughter, the son. They also annoy the hell out of me. And now you don't even know what's gonna happen at the next season of Fear. So it's a bioweapon. Targeting Pacific humans. It can't be targeting Pacific humans, but because they all got it. There's like no cure for it. Everybody's infected, so it can't be targeting Pacific humans. But that's actually not a bad thing. We should get into that more. How it started, people's theories, and how it all began. That'd be cool. Hey Nomad, what's up? There's a crossover between Fear the Walking Dead and The Walking. Yeah, there's gonna be a crossover. That's why Morgan's leaving and going there. So they're going to do a crossover. Let's see how that's going to end up being. I was kind of hoping to see Abraham in the crossover, not Morgan, because I would like to see Abraham back again, especially since they mentioned Texas. I was like, oh, maybe because it's before they met Rick. I was kind of hoping they would get into like Abraham and seeing Abraham with his family. That would have been awesome. That would have been cool. I liked Abraham. Abraham was one of my favorite characters in the show. And then my actual favorite character showed up and killed him. So it was alright then. Didn't care too much. Alright guys. Pretty much it's what? At the 9. 16 people in here. Do you guys want to do a raid with me before we end? I would like to raid one of my subs. Like bam, you're dead. They're a cool person. Hang on. Let me make sure they're even still streaming. Before we go. Yeah. But would you guys like to do a raid? Sluggy's gonna like it because they're playing Friday the 13th. I was kind of hoping they would let Abraham alone. I think it was too much killing both Glenn and Abraham off. I think that was a little over the top, killing two popular characters back to back. They shouldn't have done that. They should have did it a little differently. But everyone in there like that, nobody would survive. That's the thing. And what I liked about the show when it first came out, and I said this before, I liked how Frank Darabont did it because he brought the characters like more to life, I would say. And you cared about the characters more, and he had like a more realistic feel to it. There's no happy endings. Honestly, the show has to end. The show should end with everybody dying and everybody getting affected, even Rick. Every main character at the end should be dead. There should be no survivors at the end. There definitely shouldn't be. But do you guys want to do a raid? Is this 12 people here? Would you guys want to do a raid with me? To raid one of my people that are sub to me and I'm sub to them. They're a friend of mine. They're streaming right now. They're streaming Friday the 13th. There's just memories being shown from Rick's mind. I don't think so. I don't think the coma things is how it's gonna end. Like I heard that saying, like whatever, that prediction. I don't think they're gonna end it with Rick waking up from a coma, being shot. I just don't. No, it's not Mr. 600. It is not Mr. 600. Mr. 600's not streaming right now. Why can't they find a boat and be free? They have found a boat. If you watch Fear the Walking Dead, Fear the Walking Dead, they had a boat and they ran into humans and ran into problems. All right, guys, we're gonna wrap this up. Next week, same time. I'm gonna do it at 8 o'clock my time. Try to be on for like an hour, and we'll I want to keep this topic going. I like this topic of how it started. I want to try to talk about this more like next week. That's pretty cool. I like Retro. Thank you for bringing that up. That's awesome. What's up, Free Me? We're gonna end. I want to do a raid. If I could get my thing to go here. This is one of my subs, and that's sub to me. I'm friends with them. She's a really cool streamer. Just type in what the hashtag DV raid, which would be, you know, for you guys new to raids. When we go, she's a really cool person. You know, she's a very cool person. Hopefully, all you come with me. There's 16 people here. It'd be nice for all you guys could show up and, you know, show some you're gone. Show some support to her. With that, we're gonna end. I hope to see you guys all over there. Send me a party invite. We'll talk as I go for the raid. Send me a party invite. I'm gonna leave, and origins of the virus. Yes, origins of the virus will be next week. We'll talk more about that. That is an awesome subject, Retro. I'm so happy you brought that up. So next week, 8 o'clock, we'll do the same thing, and we'll talk about that. I'll see you guys next time. There you go for showing up. Remember, go to Dominatrix Gamer. Don't forget. Before we leave, I'm sorry, you can put in the chat one more time. Before we leave. Why is it not going? Come on. There we go. We're going to go raid Dominatrix Gamer. Thank you all for coming. Appreciate it.